So Bes is an ancient Kemetic deity, protector of the pharaoh, that's how it started. Protector also of the gods, that's what I've read. Protector of the household, protector of mothers, protector of children, especially protector of the children during childbirth. Why I'm speaking about Bes? Simply because when I visited the Torino Museum, or the Torino Museum as I rebaptized it, Torino, when I went on May the 5th, right? So what we were given was this. Like a sort of welcoming gift. So we basically went on the right day and we received this. Look. Tavoletta di Bes. Mind you, this is in Italian. Torino is in Italy. And it's basically chocolate bar of Bes. Dark chocolate. Which is, trust me, very good. Very tasty. And also this, which I've already shown to you, the elixir of the pharaoh, elixir del faraone, right? I didn't try it yet, but anyway. So what happened, it was perfect timing for us to go and visit the Egyptian museum with all the artifacts, and you know, how can I say, bumping into this deity, Bes, which I actually wasn't aware of, perhaps just saw it, but never had researched it. So, and what I found out is that Bes, what caught more my attention is that Bes in Nubian means cat. And also in our language, Tigrinya language, Ambessa means lion. So, of course, the two are connected, you know. They are both part of the feline family. So, the two things are inextricably linked, and surely is a strong connection between the ancient language, the ancient Nubian languages of the Cushitic area, and nowadays languages that we have that preserved a lot of that vocabulary, right? So yeah, this is Bes, ancient Kemetic deity, right? This is the elixir of the pharaoh, which I've already shown you. And mind you, you know, Bes was the protector of the pharaoh. That's how it started, you know. And he was depicted, you know, with feline features as well. So a man looking, he was a man looking with the mane of, you know, the lion, right? So it's strongly associated with the lion, of course, with his name as well. You know, I told you that it has a connection with our language and the meaning of the word lion in our language, which is Ambessa, and the cats as well, you know, Bastet, which is also was the protectors of, you know, the household and children. So I would say that this perhaps is a connection with the Lyrans. It's a connection with the Lyrans, which is a species of being, you know, with their own planets and on and on. So I would say that that is the feline connection that we might have with those star beings. And Sekhmet alike, you know. I also did the breakdown of Sekhmet in another occasion. Sekhmet basically in our language, in Tigrinya language, means like put it onto you. Like if you say Tesakomo, is saying like put that weight over you. Depending on the context, you know, it can mean like put that weight onto you, like which is can be something that is figuratively or something that is literal, like put the, you know, the rucksack onto you or whatever. Rucksack, yeah, it's a word, yeah, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's the feline aspect, that's the feline connection that connects us, I would say, you know, to certain star beings as well. And remember, one thing that I was thinking also lately is my breakdown was based on the Tigrinya language. Tigrinya or Tigrinya is also the anagram of tiger, right? Which is also feline, which we don't have in Africa, right? We don't have in Eritrea or Ethiopia. But I came to I saw that the leader of the Lyrans is a tiger-like being. So these are feline beings, you know. There's plenty of beings like feline beings, you know, bird beings, like you name it, in this universe, right, and beyond. So I'm like, you know, this is an interesting connection. You know, I basically do my downloads, I basically do my breakdowns based on a language, and I find it interesting that the leader of them was a tiger-like being, and our language is Tigrinya, right? So again, I wouldn't say this is something just superficial, but often when I receive and I connect the dots, you know, they're always backed up. So I'm definitely waiting to receive more on the topic. Plus, we have an ethnic group that is literally called Tigre. And if you invert Tigre, it means like it's like tiger. For example, in Italian, Tigre means tiger, Tigre, as we spell it, as our one of our 9 ethnic groups, right? So yeah, that might be the origin of the word. Having Tigre, that might be the origin that is found, or let's say on the source, which is the leader of the Lyrans, right? And I'm thinking about something else now. I'm connecting the dots. So Bes was also recognized as a god of music, of the instruments. He does sound the tambourine, so he's a party-like deity basically, and a protector of the household, which is an interesting match, right? So where I was going with this, so we're talking about felines, right? So we're talking about music. He's a god of music. So what if the word lyrics come from lyra, which is spelled similar, by the way. So lyrics is spelled Lyrics, right? And the lyrans is Lyr, and on and on. So they have the same prefix, you know. The root is the same, right? And we're talking about music. He's the god of music, right? And we're talking about lyrics. So this is very interesting. And I also read that Bes has given the name, not has given the name, but the city of Ibiza, the island, you know, is basically can trace its origin in the name of Bes, Ibiza, right? And that was interesting because it's probably like definitely the European capital of music and party. So I found that interesting. But yeah, Bes is a recognized deity for war, first and foremost, for protecting the household first and foremost, but also for music. And music was also a different way to protect the household and the children and whoever was inside of the household. By doing what? By putting out positive frequencies, basically what people are doing today, right? They put like 433 hertz music and on and this and that. So that's what basically Best was doing, putting positive energy, positive music in order to ward off evil. So in order to have a high vibrational space in your home and make sure that your home wouldn't be invaded by certain spirits, because they couldn't reach a space where, you know, there was just positivity. It was tougher, you know. So that's best. And of course, you know, there's many figurines of Best. The ancient Kemetic people used to put him on, you know, at the entrance of at the entrance ways, you know, under the beds, and on and on. And also I read that, you know, when children used to laugh, you know, the children all do that to this day, right? They laugh and people wonder what they're laughing at. Even to this day we say, you know, they communicate with the angels. So the ancient Kemetic people believe that somewhere there was Bes, you know, making funny faces and making them laugh. So that's interesting. And yeah, I wanted to connect also my message, this, let's say, this feline message, this lion-like message. And also Bes is like, it looks like a being that is affected by dwarfism, but I believe it's a Twa man, you know, the African people, the Twa people, you know, one of the first people in the world perhaps, right? So very short, very tiny people and very strong. So no wonder we have these, you know, this attribute that is given to Bes of being a warrior, because it's very strong. These people are very strong. So yeah, I want to connect my message with the feline message that I gave months ago, simply because we're talking about lions, and it's about the white lions, because the white lions, remember, are believed to be king of kings, luminaries bearing a message of pure golden enlightenment, right? And African sangomas have long since recognized white lions as the direct messengers of the divine, and the ones that bring the leadership, the true leadership amongst us. So white lions are said to have been the first animals created on earth, and it is said that they will be the last ones to roar if our times were to come to an end. So yeah, I'm calling back, you know, this message, the white lions, which is something that, you know, this is a video that I put out on the 22nd of December of 2023, almost exactly like a year ago. And I would say that was a very powerful video, I believe. Very powerful video, because at the end of the video, you know, we're talking about white lions bringing a pure message of golden enlightenment. And at the end of the video, basically a spaceship showed up, like literally a spaceship, right? And I mean, wow, a spaceship with interwoven rainbows, clocked in a cloud, but you could see the interwoven rainbows, and it was all around it, you know. So within the confines of the spaceship, it's not that there was a rainbow or something, it was there. And the spaceship was shaped like an eye, literally. Like, this is usually my salutation when I end the video, right? Indicating the first eye, which is also the hieroglyph for Asar alongside the throne, and also Sirius B if you want, which is the eye star, also known as the eye star. But yeah, this spaceship was shaped like that initially, right? And I said, wow, this is unbelievable. And it was truly connected to what I was speaking, you know, because I was speaking about Heru, so the eye of Heru, so the spaceship came out shaped like that. And also, after I left the video, I stopped the video, I said it, you know, check my shorts, check my videos, I would post the spaceship. What happened is the spaceship changed color and became the color of plasma. It became, I mean, like this, yellow, a bright yellow, like the sun. It basically turned into a sun. And I guarantee you the sun just set opposite of where the spaceship was. So it did absorb solar energy. I believe it's powered by solar energy. And but at that moment it's slightly changed shaped. So I don't know about the technology, I don't know how it works, but it happened. And this happened probably not even more than 4 days after I started reading the Holy Tablet by Malachite Rock York. I pronounce it the way we pronounce in Eritrea. So that's no coincidence at all. That's no coincidence at all. And that's crazy. I spoke about as well about Credo Mutua in the message on the 22nd of December, right? So I do have an idea of who was on board, but you know, I cannot rely on ideas, although I have to follow what is my gut feeling and what I feel, you know, because we have to rely on that. It's not important, you know, who was on board, but we have to rely on that. But you know, I also think that it's some sort of timelines merging, right? I believe I was witnessing that phenomena, timeline merging, you know. So those visitors could be some visitors of the future, of the past, or simply even the present moment. That would imply that you might be in there, like, or I've been in there, or the beings that I just mentioned could be in there, right? But I had that download on a second occasion. So yeah, I mean, we're multidimensionals, you know. You know, we have different avatars for sure, not just in here. So that's how it is. I don't want to sound too I don't know. Could it be new age, as some people would say? You know, I don't wanna sound like somebody else. This is something that I felt, and the verbiage, the way I put it down. I mean, this is the words that we have, but I'm pretty sure that we were all up there. But anyway, so next part of my message is another download that I had is when I saw this, like in recent days. So what popped up in my mind is the message that Sister MYRAH gave, that we completed the physical half of the operation, which is the 880 degrees, right? Can you see this? It's a half circle, 180 degrees. Or actually, I'm thinking about it now, a rainbow is also like this, right? And I actually made a freestyle about Sister MYRAH, and I said, so in the colors of the rainbow. I mean, it's deeper, I'm not gonna go into it, but it also has to do with the spaceship that I saw. But anyway, so the teaching of Sister MYRAH is that we completed the physical half, which is the 180 degrees. We are almost there to the 180 degrees, which was basically us struggling, right? And sacrifice. It was based on that. But now we are embarking on the second part of the operation, another 880 degrees of the spiritual half, right? And it's where we're gonna have our reward, right? As the new age rulers, right? Actually even wrote it down, her own words. So she says that we can evolve as the new age rulers out of an abusive power to a humanitarian empowerment, right? Now we're embarking on the spiritual half. The physical half has been one of sacrifice and struggle throughout many lifetimes. So we're speaking about lifetimes, right? And now we're going to have an opposite and spiritual reward as we now cross over the spiritual half of the operation. And the line of crossing over is December 21st, right? Remember I said December 22nd, you know, I put out my video and the spaceship popped up, right? Shaped like an eye. And this is the life cycle to cross over into the spiritual half of this operation. And it's time for evolution, which is Aquarius, right? When you speak astrologically, Aquarius is the sign of evolution, of a new age rulership, which is Leo, right? Or lion, the lion, right? But a righteous rulership, because it's based on the humanitarian effort, you know, towards the people, and not an abusive power, right? Like just me, accumulate riches and ruling over people. So yeah, that's the message, and I connected it because, you know, of course we're talking about new age rulership, right? Which is ancient rulership anyway, that has come back, you know, and is giving messages, right? So Sister MYRAH as an oracle, so I'm basically backing up her message based on my own download, just by simply decoding symbols and chocolate bars and pharaoh elixirs. So it perfectly makes sense. So yeah, I mean, you do the math, that's what I saw. And of course you can see the semicircle 180 degrees and the downward triangle, which is all about feminine energy, water, which is a conductor of electricity, right? Which can associate it with the color blue, you know, communication, right? This is lapis lazuli, by the way. So wisdom, right? We're talking the feminine aspect, which is not something that resides, you know, in the left hemisphere of the brain, which is just logic and reasoning, right? Not just that. So we must be able to, we are basically, let me tell you, we are a spiritual people. We are deeply spiritual. So we decode, we do analyze, yet also with our masculine side, because this is who we are, it's our makeup, you know. But we are endowed with much more. We are a people that feel, you know. Like dogs can smell from far away, you know. You know, imagine like all the animals in the oceans, you know, that they feel the vibration and they move accordingly and things like that. Imagine a shark, he can smell blood from far away. For you, it's something that it's inconceivable, But this is, by the way, it's physical. He can smell it anyway. It's not even spiritual. It's not even something that I should touch on, because it's not something that has to do with subconscious and something that I'm doing here. But I am comparing that powerful ability that for you it's inconceivable to make it conceivable. So we are a people of perception. That's what I'm trying to say. We see things where others cannot even fathom and imagine. So these downward triangles, it's indicative of that, of the feminine energy, I saw that in a dream, example, right? I saw that in a vision, right? Because we are tapping in that subconscious, Didn't the Pharaoh use Joseph, to decode the dream, right? So that's not left brain thinking. That's not masculine thinking. It all resides in the feminine aspect of things. And this is where we are going back. This is where we are going back. Telepathy. Being connected in a different way. So I can give you so many examples nowadays that it's just, for the average person, the average man, it would be like, well, what he's talking about? Is he crazy? But for people that can listen to me, and I'm sure the most of you that has subscribed to my channel, and shout out to my new subscribers, you can understand this. So a lot is pointing down to lifting the women up. That's how it is. A lot of that is pointing to lifting back the women up. It doesn't mean you have to be under it. It just means that we have to lift the women up, and vice versa. The women has to lift us up. That's how it is. I mean, it's the perfect balance. Yin and yang. That's the only way out, right? But yeah, everything points to the restoring of the throne. And the throne will be restored indeed. So yeah, that 5th of May, when I went to Torino and I received this, the Fair Elixir and the Tavoletta of Bes. Look at this. Oh, that's the chemical symbol of gold. The O, the 0 with the point in the middle. Yeah, I mean, this is gold. For real, this is golden enlightenment for me. And it's difficult to translate that in English in a way that I can be 100% clear with you. This is not even my language, by the way. So I learned it like a few years ago. So, but you'll get my point. You get my point. I went to Torino and, I was so glad. I think things were magical, So yeah, as I said before, I was there. I was with my sister, who's called Awet, which sounds like, a set. And a set, let me tell you, the name of a set, the way it's written in hieroglyphs, is a throne, basically like a star, and then you have this, the semicircle, for the word Aset, right? Who represents Series A, right? And the I represents Asar and Series B. So yeah, this is for real, this is a serious message, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a serious message. However you want to read it. However you want to read the word serious. And yeah, it's a new day, it's a new year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we were out. I chose the restaurant. I was out. We were out. Dinner time. I chose this beautiful restaurant close to the museum. Cannot make this up. We sit down I look behind me, I look straight forward in front of her, and I see an obelisk, like a big obelisk in the square there, which is Square Luigi di Savoia. The Savoia are a family in Italy that, you know, you can imagine what type of family they are. But I'm like, wow, there's an obelisk there. Like the Ben, you know. And I'm like, wow. So she's represent a set sitting in front of me. We have the obelisk, which is the missing phallus of Asar, the 14th piece. And that's behind her. And I'm supposed to represent Heru, right? And all that by this, like this, right? And then the following day we went to the museum and this happened, you know, Tavoletta di Bes and the Pharaoh elixir. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So I'm glad that I could back up, you know, have a confirmation of the messages, you know, Sistar MYRAH messages in this case. And, you know, as I wrote in my freestyle, you know, she's really speaking, she's really an oracle, she's really a messenger, so she's really speaking for the throne. She's always reminded me of, you know, Kalima anyway. I really strongly saw that in her. And one connection that we have between Kalima, right? Ferocious Kalima, isn't it? Like, you cannot mess with her children, right? She sticks her tongue out. Bes also, as a warrior, he's a warrior, he sticks his tongue out. And the team from New Zealand, the rugby team, they stick their tongue out too as well. And as soon as I mentioned New Zealand, I remember the breakdown of the word New Zealand that I gave you, the N and the Z and the degrees of knowledge. So the N has 90 degrees of knowledge. Go back to watch one of my videos. I believe it was in January, yeah. New Zealand, New Seal, Anu, and Neon. Yeah, the N and the Z, 90 degrees of knowledge. The Z is another 90 degrees of knowledge, which makes 180 degrees of knowledge. You see, I didn't even want to go there. Semicircle, 180 degrees of knowledge. You know, the completion of the physical half. So the blessings will come, you see. So they are already here anyway, because this is blessing. Like if you ask me, this is blessing. Like receiving the way I receive, or receiving the way we receive, and I'm sure you receive too. Like this is like powerful, man. You know, I'm speaking on behalf of a people, if you know what I'm saying. And what a people, by the way. Not just regular people, we're talking divine people. Royalty for real. So yeah. So the message was the N and the Z, new seal, a new seal. That's the new seal, the one seal's on the forehead. And I spoke about how I saw the image of Anu in the holy tablets, and it was buffering where? In his eye. And how I was reaching on the TV, and there was New Zealand, and close to New Zealand, he had leader, you know, and I connected to the new age leaders, the ones that bring a message of golden enlightenment, you know, going back to my message on the 22nd of December, winter solstice last year, you know, the rebirth of the sun. Like that's so much that, and I know many of you can relate to this, you know, when we have our moment of focus and clarity, and it's usually nighttime or before getting up from sleep, like things are so clear, and you say like, wow, I wish I could express them like that and give a clear picture. But anyway, take what I'm giving you, take my gems, and yeah, favorite elixir. Shall I try it? Shall I try it? Yeah, I'll try it. One second. Shit. They wrapped it like a mummy. The pharaoh doesn't want to drink it. Somewhere up there saying, no, this is not for you, boy. This was for... This was for Tutankhamun. It's not for you. Yo, bury me with this, yeah? If you're listening, somebody's... Nah, no way somebody's listening. Actually, no, I don't want to put out in the universe. 36 minutes. No way that people are still here with a short attention span that you boys and girls have nowadays. You want TikTok, isn't it? 1 minute video. Or maybe I haven't been that entertaining and you just left. You missing me getting drunk on a pharaoh elixir. Straight from the bottle. How rude. Yo. Oh, this is so good, man. This is so good. If I had full access on this on a daily basis, I would be an alcoholic. Fuck spirituality, you know. Fuck restoring the... Careful, yeah. Words have power. I was thinking these days, wow, words have power. Why was I thinking that? I was thinking that because oh man, what happened to this? Yo, what the hell is this? Listen, it's been a few months, yeah? I'm being... This looks like stardust or something. Can you see that? It's all the... That's the chocolate. Look, they made it like pyramids. No way. Did I just put out 3? Oh yeah, they done it on purpose, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking of the Giza Plateau, but yeah, the 3 pyramids. So yeah, I got the Giza Plateau, and I'm behind it. Right? Can you see that? Whoa. Giza Plateau. There's no Sphinx here though. I mean, the Sphinx is not really... It's not the body of a lion. Come on. It's a dog. It's perhaps Emperor Anubis. Anyway. The face doesn't match at all the body. So you're trying to tell me that such sophisticated people of the ancient past creating something that is so irregular, you know, disproportionate, head, body, it don't make sense. So what was there before, instead of the head that we have now of the Sphinx? Perhaps, you know, a jackal. Yeah, there's a series as well, The Day of the Jackal, isn't it? On Sky, I think it's on Sky, yeah. Day of the Jackal. Man. If you're still watching while I'm eating dark chocolate, you're rocking with me, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's good. How should I title this? I don't know. It's really good, man. Listen, next time they do this is an association of chefs that's doing this. I'm not gonna advertise them, but yeah, of course they do desserts and things like that. This chocolate, dark chocolate, I think is the best that I ever had. Best I ever had. Was it John Legend? Oh my god. Yeah. You still watching? It's good. It's good. Hopefully I haven't been set up and being poisoned by the powers that were, because they know who we are before we ever knew, in this lifetime at least. With that being said, so all power to the righteous ones. Whatever righteous means, we're striving to get there, you know, to be the best version of ourselves, you know, connect with our spirits, connect with our heart, connect with our mind, connect with our ancestors, you know, connect with our guides, connect with our spirit team, connect with the angelic realm, connect with the archangels, connect with the Most High, you know, connect with Mama Universe, connect with the benevolent beings that are here on earth and beyond, connect with the people around us that are worthy of our presence, of our words, of our deeds, of our wisdom, and most especially connecting to us first. Salud.